Alright, what's going on, American truckers and future American truckers? Got Snapper here. That's my CB handle. It's also what I go by. But anyway, going to talk a little bit about students and how you as a student coming into trucking can prepare for going through training on a trainer's truck. Not going to talk about the school part because that just varies depending on what school you go to. Talking about once you get through school, you're getting on a trainer's truck, what you can expect, what you can do to help the situation and get through it pretty quickly. That's what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, let's get into it. If you're a student, you're coming to a company that's going to train you. They're going to assign you a trainer. Could be male, could be female, could be anything. They're going to assign you a trainer. Alright, but the first thing you need to do is when you pack, make sure you pack light. Pack as light as possible. Man, I've had students come to my truck with more stuff than I have on my truck. Look, when you get solo, they're going to route you back by the house and you can pick up the rest of your stuff. You want to pack as light as possible. I would suggest not bringing more than 2 weeks worth of clothes and leaving that at about that. A couple bags, 2 weeks worth of clothes, and try to keep it at that. You should be able to wash clothes within that amount of time at some point in time. Alright, so that's number one, pack light. Here's number two. Go in with an open mind. Try to be patient. Understand that your trainer trains students all the time. He or she may not always be in a good mood. And basically, if you've ever seen that movie Groundhog Day, their life is a lot like that movie Groundhog Day. They repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And after a while, it can begin to get frustrating or redundant. So, try to be patient with that. Try to understand it. Even though it's new to you, it's not new to them. Alright? Something that kind of goes along with that is no matter how dumb something may seem that your trainer tells you, just try to listen to it. Try to understand their point of view. Understand that this is a lifestyle. A good trainer is going to show you how to save money out here as well, because a big portion of being successful out here is keeping your money in your pocket. These truck stops, man, they're designed to take as much of that money from you as possible. Alright? Or it should teach you that. Here's the other thing. Every time you get a chance, take a shower. If your trainer says we're going to be stopped here for 2 hours, go take a shower. If you're at a facility where you can get one, get one. Take a shower every chance you get. These trucks, man, I'm going to tell you, with 2 people inside of them, they can stink, and they can stink really quickly. Also, even if you only have a couple dirty clothes, if you stop somewhere and have the opportunity to wash clothes, wash them. Unless your trainer tells you there's going to be another opportunity, go ahead and wash their clothes if you got the time to do it. But always check with them and make sure. The reason being is you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how the loads are going to go, and you may not get a chance to wash clothes again for a little while. So every chance you get a shower. Every chance you get, wash clothes. But first, make sure you check with your trainer, and make sure you have the time to get that done. Okay? That's a good segue into this next part. Communication with your trainer. If you don't feel good, if you're sick, if you've got an emergency at home, if you're quitting the company, whatever the case may be, try to communicate with your trainer. You want to communicate with the company, but also communicate with the trainer. That trainer's running loads. He's making a living. He's trying to perform a job. He needs to know all those things. He or she needs to know all those things in order to plan the days and plan out what's about to happen, or they may have to get off that load, give it to somebody else, whatever the case is. But please, that's really important. Try to communicate it to your trainer. Here's the other thing. When you get on a trainer's truck, you got to remember that he spends 80% of his life there. That's his home, basically. Okay? So treat it just like if you were walking into his house, or when you walk into somebody's house. You want to treat it just like that. Try to be respectful. Don't touch something unless he gives you the okay. Now, when you're driving, that's a little different. You're driving. A good trainer is going to have an area set aside. Like myself, I always give them you can't see it here, but up here there's a hole up top on both sides. I give them that. I usually give them this cabinet here, which opens up. And then, of course, the side box on the passenger side. I lift my bed up. They can use all of that as well. And then everything up on the passenger side in the front, up top, all that storage space I give to them. But make sure you try to keep your stuff in your area. He's going to try to keep his stuff in his area. That's just out of respect for each other, basically. Anyway, if you're coming into trucking, we look forward to seeing you out here, man. You see me out here on the road, just holler at old Snapper. I might have a sticker for you. I might have a pin for you if I ain't out of them. Right now I'm out of them. But when I go home, I usually bring out some pins and some stickers. And if you run into me, I'll give you one. And any of you old timers out there, or any of you trainers have more suggestions for these students, please put it in the comments so that these guys can see it, guys and girls, so they can see it. And it'll help them as they transition. As y'all know, we've all had a day one, man. And day one is nerve-wracking. It's exciting, but it's nerve-wracking at the same time. And as a trainer, it's our job to help smooth that transition, bringing you into the industry and teaching you the lifestyle and how it all works out here. But I hope this is helpful. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. There's plenty of other content on here I have as well. All kinds of things that are meant to help drivers, along with some fun stories along the way of different things that have happened to me over the years out here. Some of them get kind of wild. But anyway, y'all stay safe out there. Keep trucking. And to y'all future students, I look forward to seeing y'all out here. Come on, let's get it done.